I said, I sat back there at the microphone. I said, hello, hello. Okay. See if you can hear me whispering it. I sit back there at the window.
Okay,
and
sir,
I said, hello,
last
hello,
opportunity.
hello.
Please pull away
And
from
you
the
would not
drive-thru
come on.
before I put you.
No, because just because your situation does not represent an entire culture, nor does it speak for my culture. So all I was saying is there are people on both sides of cultures who have really bad upbringings to where they will not act up in public. How I was raised.
I know a lot of, but here's the thing. The reason why I say my culture is because I know a lot of Jamaicans who were raised specifically that way. Hey guys, I'm Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Welcome back to the Rude Customers Podcast.
Welcome.
Did you like how deep I just went? Went super deep.
Sure.
That was a good. That was good. It was like, hello. Are you having a great evening? We are recording late at night tonight because we love it.
But you know what else we love?
Our robes.
And we also love rude customers. Reacting to them.
We love them. Yeah, they don't stop. They won't stop, can't stop, ever. And I love them for it. Keep being crazy.
So with that being said, let's react to the first rude customer.
Right,
this was at a McDonald's drive-thru, I believe. And I'm not really sure what happened, but the video starts off with this McDonald's employee just being really irritated and pissed off. So let's watch. Okay, I also did forward this video to 28 seconds in only because nothing happens for 28 until like, roughly after that. So
join us at 28 seconds in.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to pull away again before I call the sheriff.
Now, like I told you, I sat back there for 5 minutes. Nobody would take my order. I said hello at the microphone. I said hello, hello, hello. Nobody would come on and take my order. I sat back there for 5 minutes.
As I explained,
so I drove forward. And I drove forward to the window, and you're saying you won't take my order at the window.
No, sir. I said if you continue to yell at me and be rude, I will not. I did not say I will not.
I was not yelling at you when I pulled up here.
You are.
No, I was not.
And then you tried to get smart and asked to speak to the manager when I am the manager, which is why I came back here to try.
And I have a witness on the phone that's heard me tell you the whole time that I sit back there at the microphone.
Picked up the phone. You don't have a witness of anything. I'm asking you.
I certainly do.
To please pull away from the drive-thru at this point.
I pulled back there to the microphone.
Okay.
Wow, Hank Hill is not happy. He is upset. I wondered what happened to Hank Hill. I sell propane and propane accessories. Damn it, Bobby. If you weren't my son, I'd hug you.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually.
That wasn't bad, right?
No, it was really good.
I haven't done that one in a while. I used to be able to do it perfectly.
Man, it really does sound like the McDonald's employee is telling the truth, or the McDonald's manager is telling the truth.
Oh, she's got it nailed.
She's, basically, I do believe when he was like, oh, hello, is anyone there? No one answered. I believe that. I believe when he got frustrated, so when he drove up to the window, he was even more pissed off. And I believe, oh my gosh, this cat.
Predator mode.
I'm going to yell at this cat.
Don't yell at him. He's fine. Let the man live.
All right.
What was funny, what I found funny in this video right from the beginning is I just wondered if it was one of those McDonald's that had two microphones, because sometimes there are. Maybe he was at the dead one and she was trying to tell him to go to the other one. Maybe there's an extra little stupidity factor.
How do you know
here.
that?
I'm just taking a guess. Because there had to be some sort of misunderstanding that started everything. So I'm just wondering if maybe that's what started it all, is he was dumbing up. Because I've seen videos of people talking to trash cans, and this guy is all kinds of special. So I'm wondering if he was talking to the right thing to begin with. She's got a nail on everything else.
I believe him only because, he's in the wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, man, I was over there talking to that thing. I ain't heard nobody back, man. Why would they be talking to me?
I believe him because the lady would have been like, sir, you were at the wrong, she would have justified it immediately with that. Yeah. So I do believe his story, but I believe once you start yelling and screaming and you're rude to the service, to the place where you're trying to receive your food, game's over.
Yeah. You don't get no benefit and no doubt at that point.
I know.
I called my friend. I pulled back there to the microphone and I said, hello, hello, hello. Nobody would come on. So I didn't think it was working. So I pulled up to the window and they wouldn't take my order at the window.
864.
And that's not right.
0444.
And that's not right.
I'm gonna have you put on no trespass if you don't just pull away politely, sir.
Well, you know,
I came over very approachable, trying to handle the situation, and you did not reciprocate.
I
those
know,
feelings.
and no, you didn't. You said you would not take my order at the
No,
window.
sir,
I told you. I said
if you
sat back there at the
continue to yell at
microphone.
me.
I said I sat back there at the
If you
microphone. I
continue
said
to
hello,
yell at
hello.
me.
Okay. See if you can hear me whispering it. I sat back there at the window.
Okay,
and I said,
sir,
hello,
last
hello,
opportunity.
hello.
Please pull away
And
from
you
the
would not
drive-thru
come on.
before I put you.
This guy's starting to whip me over a little bit. Let me hear if you can whisper it. I was back there at the window. Oh my God, this guy.
You know what, though? Obviously, I believe he was being a smart A.
Yes,
you know, for sure.
absolutely.
His personality is there,
Yes.
fits the role. However, at this point, if you're a manager at McDonald's, don't you just give him the food so he can just shut up and go?
Yeah, at what point do you just, like, it's easier to take the
Just
order?
give him the food so he can, like, literally be on his merry way
We get
and
that you're
give him his
standing-
W.
Yeah,
It does seem to me like this manager has some type of ego.
a little bit, maybe. She's trying to stand on a point there. There's no
Right,
question there.
right,
I agree with that.
right.
But sometimes you got to be principled with some of these crazies, but at the same time, how long do you hold up the line?
I do understand that McDonald's, because I feel, now I'm trying to like backpedal here. I do understand that McDonald's managers, employees, fast food workers, they go through a lot. They go through like a ton, a dumpster filled with just rude customers. So I don't want to ever overlook that. But all I'm saying here is to send this man on his merry way, give him the W that you don't want to give him, but just, you know, I get you're trying to set a point, but it also feels like there is some ego attached to this. Just let him have the win.
At least you get to take his money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, look at it that way. You get to take money from him. That's
At
good.
this point, I would have just given it to him for free.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Possum was going all the way. So just go here, take this. It's not even what you ordered. Just take
Okay,
it. It's
can
good.
you
Here's some more
imagine
fries.
it being like a Friday night, right? And it's the after the bars crowd, and you have this man holding up the line. Could you imagine? Am I going to just give him whatever to send him on his merry way after he's trying to, you know, go through point A through Z of how he was right? You know, I think I'm gonna call the sheriff.
Now,
You know,
there is another option here. Now I'm wondering, because if you look in the behind her in the video, there's a kid recording.
yeah.
So there's someone got in her back. Now I'm just wondering, maybe it's a slow night. Maybe no one's in the drive-thru. I don't hear any beeping. I don't hear anyone going.
You're right.
Hey, you know, like some of those other videos. Hey, shut up and get it moving. Those are great. I love when
Yeah.
they start chirping them. But we're not hearing that. So maybe this is just one of those. Maybe he's a regular crazy. Maybe this is one of those. Oh, if I catch Kevin this time and there's no one in that line, I'm gonna give it to him tonight. It could be one of
You're
those.
right.
Could be.
You're
I don't
right.
know. Could be. Hey, she just could be also being a little bit of a egotist here too. So power
We
trips
don't
do
know.
exist. We don't know.
Normal,
the property.
then I'll try whispering. Look, I sat back there at the microphone. I said, hello, hello, hello. Nobody would come on.
You look out the front, go open that back door with the key and get his license plate number in case he decides to pull off, because he's going on no trespass.
Well, let me tell you something.
I apologize. He will not leave.
They
You
won't
can go
take my order.
around
She
him
won't.
If you'd like.
This manager will
Go
not
to
take
the
my
second
order.
window. I'm calling the police. He refuses to leave my drive-thru.
She refused to take my order. I've done nothing wrong.
You send an officer
I've done nothing wrong.
on Piermondary Road to remove a customer from my drive-thru. 1470 Piermondary Road.
Going on
Now
YouTube,
going
by the
around
way.
him.
This
He's
is going on
taping me,
YouTube.
telling me I'm going on YouTube. He came to my window very disrespectful and rude.
No, ma'am.
Wait, I believe Daniel Hendrick is the one who probably posted that.
This is Daniel Hendrick here, and I just want to tell him that I was there just saying hello, hello, hello. Like, this guy, man, he's something else. And now she has chosen to make this night longer because she actually called the sheriff.
She really could have just
Give him the food.
given the food. At this point, give him the food. You don't own McDonald's. It's not your McDonald's.
I don't know if he's
Like,
backing down though either. He might start asking for the moon here if you give in. I'm not sure. This is a tough spot because this dude is crazy. He is the Baskin Robbins of crazy. He's got all 31 flavors.
He has time.
Yes,
he has
He's
time.
bored and crazy. This is a terrible combination of things.
Yeah.
Whew.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to reiterate myself here. I keep going back and forth, and I'm gonna have to give him the food. And the fact that, did you see the way how the employees were laughing in the background?
Yeah, they're entertaining.
They were having a ball. They were like, this man said he was gonna win. Like, they're having a ball. It looks like it's just this girl who's bothered. The employees don't even seem to be that bothered. No. It's just this manager who seems to be very bothered, because they're having a fun night. It's a fun Thursday, Wednesday, Friday night for them.
Man, I hate when Debbie's on shift lead on Friday nights, man. She's no fun.
Mm-hmm.
We get the crazies in. She always wants to like hold up stuff, man. These guys are fun.
I know Debbie, she wants to be from assistant manager to a store manager, because she's learned, regional, because she's learned all the money you can make at McDonald's. So she's trying to get there. And I don't know. She's also on a power trip.
Come on, Debbie Downer. Give the man his food.
I sat back there and I tried to order. You would not take my order.
And he said, then I'm going to sit in his goddamn drive-thru and put his car in park, and now he's blocking all my customers.
You would not take my order.
To move tag number if you need it.
I said, well, can you take my order at the window? And you said no.
I'm short-staffed.
You would not take my order.
He waited at the drive-thru speaker and didn't get his order.
Nobody would come on. Nobody would say anything. I thought it wasn't working.
16-year-old taking both lanes. He said, I kept saying hello. I said, if he's
I did. I said, hello, hello, hello.
And he said, well, you're going to take my damn order. I said, no, sir.
No, I said you should be able to take it at the window. And you said no.
You're in this drive-thru and you're not taking anybody's order. Okay.
That's not right, ma'am. That's not right.
I gave him multiple opportunities to leave. I said, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to have you removed. I'm going to have to put you on no trespass. Please just leave my drive-thru line. Please. I said it 3 or 4 times before I finally need to call you, because I have a line
So
of customers.
you won't take my order, right? That's what you're telling me.
For him just sitting in my drive-thru.
Excuse me. You're saying you won't take my order, right? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm trying to order. You said you won't take my order, right?
I don't believe I see any weapons in the car. No, ma'am.
You said you won't take my order, right? Because I'm trying to order.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
So he stopped that immediately.
Daniel might have skedaddled after that.
Let me read the comments.
Yeah, let's get some comments. There's only 6 of them.
Hold on, let me see. Seen your video and a Karen video, so whatever happened, if you don't mind me asking. Yeah, he doesn't respond. Okay, there's one comment that says, you're a blank idiot.
You're a freaking idiot.
Just go to another
Frickin'.
drive-through. Now you've inconvenienced multiple employees, multiple cars behind you in the drive-through, and you still didn't get your food. You are what's wrong with society.
Ooh.
And then another comment wrote, you are still a Karen, even if you're in the right.
Ooh.
Oh, you are Hank Hill, but more
Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby.
Yep, I'm not the only one who heard it.
Oh, my.
Down.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Sorry
I
for the slight
literally
interruption.
had to chase the cat and spray him with water.
Yes,
because
light spraying.
he knows. I'm sorry. I don't know, but where I'm raised, cats cannot go on top of the stove, the place where there's food. You know why? Because you cook on the stove, okay? No one wants cat here on the stove. I'm sorry. I know, like, in your culture,
No,
you
do
don't
not
care.
make this a thing. Do not make this a thing.
I know in your
No,
culture.
she's calling trash here. This is a trash
No,
thing.
no.
Listen, cat is hard, very hard to keep cats off of surfaces without going to extreme lengths.
Okay, hold on. Can we talk about the video real quick?
Hey, you went down this path there.
I know, because I was just trying to explain the reason why.
God forbid I ever defend. Go ahead. Take us back to the video. Oh, fearless one. Yes, lots to come.
All I'm going to say is rude customer. What was it? Hank Hill?
Damn it. It was Hank Hill.
Hank
Damn it.
Hill. Rude customer, Hank Hill. You were still in the wrong. You may have been in the right at some point, but it's so irrelevant, okay? You've fallen into the trap of your emotions and anger and ego got the best of you. And because of that, you are by default, it's your fault by default, basically.
And Debbie, you can ease up a little bit sometimes. Maybe give the man the food early on. You know, deal with the crazies a little different.
Especially if you're short-staffed. Like, Debbie, come on.
Come on, Debbie.
Get it together. Like,
Get
you're
it together,
short-staffed. You don't have time for this nonsense. Let your ego get the best of you, okay? I understand. You work at McDonald's, so you have to deal with a dumpster filled of, like, rude customers on a daily basis. You don't deserve it. Neither does your team. Neither does the store. But, however, you had cars behind. You just could have giving the man what he wanted.
That's right. Regional managers think big picture, Deb. You got to think big picture here.
Mm-hmm.
Problem solving. Get outside the box. Don't get in your own ego because it's not about you. It's about McDonald's.
Okay, I know
about
we're joking,
McDonald's.
but honestly, McDonald's, they have really great jobs, especially
really
if
do.
you're in a manager position, if you're in a
Worldwide.
regional manager position or a district director.
You get into corporate, you're doing
like,
good.
yeah, you're doing really good.
Really
so I know
good.
we're joking here, but you really can do very well working at Walmart or McDonald's.
Absolutely. Aim high, Deb. I'm just saying, think a little bit more critically when it comes. You want that regional job. You've been there
Yep.
13 years, Deb. You got 2 kids, a dog, a cat, a goldfish. You need to get it together here. This is crunch time. You can't let Kenny, King of the Hill guy, get under your skin. Now get it together and get that short staff and make them McFlurries. We got a Friday night to get to. Let's get it, Debbie. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
All right, other than Debbie,
Yeah.
the next question we have of the night.
I hope it's the one I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Should kids be allowed to just run around in the restaurant?
Sometimes when you go places, children just start running crazy. And this is a problem that has always existed. Usually it's not just one child either. Usually it's a menagerie of children. Because when one start running around, all the other ones want to start running around. And we don't have any tasers. So what do you do?
Well, the reason why we asked this question, or at least I asked this question, is because Dave and we went out with my parents, my family.
We had a great weekend. Yeah.
And in the process of Dave talking about me to my sister,
nice.
he ran.
Wait. Can I tell the story? Because it's so good.
Can we still get to the short version first? He basically tripped over a little kid.
That's not what happened exactly. This kid ran into me about 162 miles an hour.
But no, don't get me wrong.
The kid was running around.
Don't get me wrong.
She was on 3 different types of Pez.
Hold up
At
for a
least in a
second.
pixie stick.
Hold up. Just to give you some context real quick, I was team trip over kid. He was not. Now
I
you
was
can
so
continue.
bad.
Now you
So-
can continue.
So there, we had great conversations at the table, and when I went to the bathroom and came back, her sister was standing up, paying the bill or talking to someone, cashier or something. I looked back and I said, "Thanks for going to bat for me." Bam, just giving a little nod to the gods type thing. And I turn around and start walking forward, and I catch this little girl running 322 miles an hour around. Zippity-doo-dah right in the quad, man. I caught her good, too. She went down, flat back bump, if you know what that means. And this little girl did, unfortunately, clank the head on the carpet. But it was a highly padded carpet, and I think that she was putting on the tears a little bit. Maybe a little. She cried, and I felt bad. I'm a dad. I felt bad. This little girl starts crying. I felt horrible. I was like, oh, my God.
Now, we have a footage that I took because I was team trip over kid.
Oh,
And
yeah,
let
run that kid
me
over.
tell you why I took this footage. And what it is if you're watching, it's maybe if you're listening, you can hear it. But if you're watching what I made sure I didn't include the girl in the footage, but it's Dave apologizing to the parent and to the girl for tripping her, even though she's crying, But hold on, let me finish. So my version of events, real quick, is my mom asked Dave a question at the table that caused a lot of controversy, and it was needed. And long story short, my sister was defending Dave, and at the end of the dinner, Dave went to the bathroom, and he was talking smack about me to my sister. And then I guess he turned around because he got distracted. And that's when he tripped over this girl. But keep in mind, this girl, the whole entire time we were having the argument at the table, or the controversy at the table, this little girl was running around that pizza place, running around like she was crazy. And the whole time in my mind, while my mom was talking to Dave, I hope this little girl trips. Because she just kept running around. And then you even had the sister holding this little girl who looked to be like, 2 or 1? You had the sister, taking care of her, lifting her up while she was crying at the restaurant. I was like, where are the parents? And so the whole entire time throughout this dinner, I kept thinking, I know this sounds really horrible, but I'm like, I hope this little girl learns a lesson. Like, obviously, wouldn't want anything to really truly happen to her, but I just wanted like your normal average trip and fall, which is what happened.
That's right. Rub some dirt on it.
I'm talking about this on the podcast tomorrow.
Did I just wreck the child? Did I just
No. Come on, out here. No. This is why that little kid has been running around.
Yeah, they have.
Hold on, let me walk out.
They've been running around all this time.
Right, that little kid. This is going up on the podcast. That little kid is running around the restaurant all damn night. So she needed a trip, and now she learned her lesson. Do you think she's gonna run around the restaurant anymore?
Mom didn't even care. She was like, she'll be okay. She needs to stop crying. That's what she said. That's exactly what she just said. There was nothing normal and average about that trip because it wasn't a trip. She ran into a big grown man mammoth leg and she caught it right in the front. There's no way around it, folks. This girl got it bad. I mean, she took one because I was walking around the corner of this big ham hock here. I'm a big solid man. I just, wow.
But what was the parents'
Trucked her.
response? Because
They didn't care.
She was fine.
So the kid's screaming like a in the face, and like the parent comes over and they start like chastising the kid. Oh, get up and stop crying. I'm sitting there like, is she okay? I wanted to make sure the kid was okay. I wasn't like overly
Which she was.
concerned.
If you've seen like a normal kid trip, you know the kid's fine.
I saw the way she hit, and it made me a little bit nervous because she hit bad. She did hit bad, and maybe you didn't see that. She hit bad. She's trying to make this like she hit bad.
I forgot what I was watching recently, but there was this lady who was saying that there was a privilege. It's a privilege to go out to eat with your kids. Like, you don't go, because she was on this whole, this idea that if you go out with your kids to eat, that they should behave properly. And if they don't behave properly, then that means that you don't have that privilege to go out with your kids yet. Going out is a privilege. Do you believe in that?
Situationally. I think when you have children, you have to decide where's the best place to take them. Now, there are certain restaurants that you can pretty much get away with anything. You know, the kids can be rowdy, they can be loud, they can move around a little bit. And overall, it's kind of what's expected. There are places, not a lot anymore, but there are some places that still kind of cater to it, or at least are more tolerant. This wasn't one of those places. I don't feel. It was small. It was weird shaped. I mean, I guess they do set up for some parties, but it really just shouldn't be kids running around like that in that area, just because you're going to get caught with a front. And the funny thing is the waitress was there too, and she saw the whole thing. And she explained it to me. She goes, I saw the whole thing, and I saw you, I saw her, and I didn't know which one to grab. I'm like, well, grab one of us. Like, you chose to do nothing. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. Okay. And that little girl got front, bam, because of her indecision. That's right. Just plot twist. I'm blaming the waitress.
Oh, gosh.
That's
no.
right.
It's not the waitress' fault. It's the parents.
Alice, you should have been watching.
The fact that no matter what happened to that girl, no, mind you, I believe she's 100% okay, and I hope that she really is.
Rub some dirt on it.
But what I'm saying is that no matter the end result, it's the parents' fault, because this girl was running around the restaurant while people were eating, running around the tables and everywhere, and not a parent in sight. I was like, where's her parents? Does she have a parent? And look, I'm not a parent, so I know there's going to be people who are like, well, you just don't know. People, of course, who are not parents, they have the most to say. But I think it's just kind of like, it could be met with sense here with the parent, with the individual, that if you're going out to eat, maybe it's in your best interest if you know exactly where your kid is at all times, or don't let your kid just run around the restaurant. Like, it's unsafe.
Here's what you really do. It's very simple. Put a leash on them. Just put a leash and you tie them to the back, and they can't go that far because they're on a leash. It works. It worked for me. Done to me and done from me.
Oh, gosh.
Leave children, folks. It's good for them.
No.
Put them on a line.
I'm eating that
Short
out.
tether. Leashes are great for kids.
Mm-mm.
Ugh, see them all the time. Parents always look just the worst. They just look the worst. The ones who have their kids on like a harness. Have you seen those? Oh,
No.
they're great. Oh my gosh. Those were the days. Watching parents just have their kids on leashes and harnesses. Military time.
No. No, I'm not really into that.
It was really funny to see.
Yeah, because even though I don't have any kids, I was an aunt at the age, like I was in 6th grade when I was an aunt, and then I was in 8th grade when I was on again, and then I was in high school when I was on again. So you know what I mean? Like I've grown around kids, I've watched babies my whole entire life, and I can say I wouldn't put them on a harness.
Should.
No, I wouldn't, because I think it's how you're raised too.
Good entertainment.
Like we weren't allowed to run around in my culture. My parents didn't allow us to go to restaurants to run around because we knew if we did that, we had something basically waiting for us when we got home.
Same here. That's not just to your culture only. I was not allowed to do any of that either. I got whooped by not just
but
my
like
mom,
when
my
I say
whole
my culture,
family.
the reason why I go to Dave, my culture, is because the same way how we got disciplined, I promise you, it's not going to be the same way you got disciplined.
Well, in this case, it's not far off because I did have a pretty bad upbringing as well. But it wasn't just from one. It's like the whole household. I'm just saying, like everybody.
Okay, but we've compared, and it's not hasn't been the same.
It's not there. There's not. Yeah. Okay. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there.
I can't believe we're having a competition of who got it worse.
I'm not. That's why I was confused too.
Because you were like in my culture, like
no,
our
because
culture's
you
the
automatic.
same.
No, because your situation does not represent an entire culture, nor does it speak for my culture. So all I was saying is there are people on both sides of cultures who have really bad upbringings to where they will not act up in public. That is not just a black thing. Is all I was trying to say. It's not mutually.
I wasn't
exclusive.
saying it
That's
was a
all.
black thing. What I'm saying is how we got disciplined.
Yes, culturally. Yeah, and I'm not saying
different.
that's that. And I'm saying culturally, you are not the only ones that are like that. There are some really, really, really horrific ways of parenting. In fact, they were white there, and the lack of caring, the lack of giving a crap. I mean, like there's some really bad. It's just I'm just
So
saying,
then
there's a
what?
spectrum.
So then I just have an honest question. Then what would you have preferred me to say? Because those things did still happen
That's
to
the way.
me.
Yeah, it's the way you grew up, but
So-
it's not necessarily cultural. It's just that's what happened with your family. That's how you were raised. That's so like I would have said how I was.
But
raised.
I know a lot of. But here's the thing: the reason why I say my culture is because I know a lot of Jamaicans who were raised specifically that way. So that's why I assort to that. Now, what you could say is, oh, I too was raised like a lot of Jamaicans or whatever. But I'm not trying to like single.
No, but you were saying that you were pointing it towards my culture. You know, it was a very pointed remark. You know, it was a comparable. It was a comparable remark.
I'm going through the stories you told me about when you were a kid.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't
and
trying to go that far down that hole because we shouldn't be comparing upbringings like that. The point was, we all have, not we all, but some of us on either side of cultures, they do have, like, I couldn't act like that in a restaurant. I couldn't ever think to act like that in a restaurant. If I would have thought to act like that in a restaurant, I would have been killed by not just my mom, by my grandfather, my uncles, my aunts, the whole family. So while my upbringing may not have been as bad as yours, I have told you some stories from parties and stuff that have happened, and it was pretty damn bad. You know, so just say it. We weren't acting like that. My cousins weren't doing that. We were sitting still. We were staying exactly where we were. And where we leashed up when we went to the zoos and stuff, abso-friggin-lutely, but we didn't go far.
My point is, we didn't need to be leashed up because we knew what was waiting for us when we got home. That's all.
Yep.
That's all. That was my point. Any last words?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. What do you guys think? You guys go ahead and take it to the comment section.
Oh
'cause
gosh,
I'm
another
sure
awkward.
You're gonna.
Another awkward question, y'all.
Yep.
I swear we like each other. I think.
I don't know anymore. I'm almost starting to wonder. I don't think she likes me at all, man. I'm starting to wonder. My confidence is shaking.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna put that. I'm putting that in there,
Don't put
y'all.
that in
yeah,
there.
I am. I'm gonna put that in
Kissing
there.
you when I'm doing it. Because if you put it in there, it's gonna look like I meant it.
well, then don't say it then if you don't mean it.
You can make the joke, but I can't.
So let's add it in there.
All right.
Yeah, let's add it in there.
Go ahead.
I see the well, I don't want to say headlines because we're nobodies, but I see the titles now. Yeah. YouTube couple, they break up over I don't know, of whatever.
You're gonna have to do more than that. Get rid of me.
Yeah, so guys, we have these conversations all the time, so just don't take it like
don't take it too
whatever
seriously.
how you're gonna take it.
Because if I did,
because
she'd be
the whole
door.
point of us talking about this stuff is just, you know,
we're having fun.
To have conversations, to have fun, and yeah, we talk about this stuff.
We disagree on stuff, and we like. The funny thing is, I would say there was a time where we were not exactly comfortable getting this deep and kind of nudging each other.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's probably only been fairly recently. I'd say the last couple of months, to be honest.
And wait, I have to put a disclaimer too, just in case people think I'm a horrible person. After stopping this, if you told me please don't add that in there, it wouldn't be in there. No. So just to FYI, like I wouldn't put something in here if he really truly didn't want it to be in here.
And vice versa. I mean, like honestly, that's what's really cool about this is because we can have fun like that. I'm really happy that we can actually, because God, she drives me crazy sometimes. If I have to keep it in,
He's a man child. He's a man child. Oh my goodness.
I am.
I still can't get over shoes on the bed and suitcase on the bed.
It wasn't a dirty suitcase. It wasn't very dirty.
It was a dirty suitcase. If you use a
suitcase,
the wheels.
Maybe.
The last time those wheels were rolled was in New York City. What do you mean?
Well, the wheels, yeah. The wheels certainly had a problem. But they also rolled on carpet. That pretty much cleans them, you know.
Any last words?
Have a fantastic night. Thank you, guys. Hey, we're kicking off another week here on the Rude Customers Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and support. Go see everywhere. Go check out the Instagram, which we swear will be more content on. All kinds of Spotify's. And go check it all out. iHeartRadio, you better heart that too. Go support. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you back here, or listening. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, rabbit ears. Wow, that's an old school one right there.